What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Redline Racing Garage. You ready for this? A lot has changed. Ready?
Yeah.
Hold on.
When I crank it up, please come down.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Redline Racing Garage. So I have a huge update on the Integra right here. So on the previous episode, I did do a little bit of a tribute to the 8th gen because we are ditching the 8th gen platform. And yeah, we did go and put the 8th gen setup into the Integra. There are also a lot of other things that we did to the Integra along the way before we actually put the swap in. But we can call this the Integra 2.0 because it's back and it's better than ever. We have a fully built motor in there now. We also have a fully built PPG transmission in there now. We did reuse the turbo on this setup, but on this setup before, it was a stock transmission, stock motor, making pretty good power. But right now it is back and it is better than ever. So let me take you guys under the hood and show you exactly what this thing is packing. This is it right here, guys. So this is my fully built motor, fully built trans. This is the setup that came out of the 8th gen. I do think that this setup suits this car a lot better than it did the 8th gen. And this is why I put it in here. This thing is fully caged. We do have a mount for a parachute, which I'm going to be getting a parachute if we do run the 9s, hopefully this year. But yeah, this is basically it. It does look a lot better in this chassis, and I hope this chassis does us a lot better than the 8th gen did. So hopefully with this setup, this motor and the transmission in this specific chassis, I think it might do us a lot better. And I'm super happy that I pulled the trigger on this, guys. I'm super happy that the 8th gen is actually out of the way and we can focus on the Integra. Like I said, it's fully caged, guys. It's ready to go. This thing is on AEM version 2. The only thing that this motor needs right now is just a tune. So we're going to put a tune on this thing probably later on this week. And we'll see what this thing can do. The only downfall about this motor is that it's stock sleeves. It's fully built. Springs, retainers, seats, valves, basically everything. Rods, pistons, Type S oil pump. Everything is good to go on this motor except that it's stock sleeves. So I'm thinking keeping it under 800 horse should be safe and conservative. And I think it's more than enough. The previous motor and setup that was in here, it was around 600 horsepower. So we're pretty much adding another 200 horsepower to this car right here. So I think we should be able to run some amazing numbers. And I'll be completely honest with you guys, every time I always go and say, you know, we're going to run 10s, we're going to run this, we're going to run that. This time, I'm not going to say a word. I'm going to let this thing surprise me and see what it can do. And then I'm going to work with it. I'm not going to be saying exactly, you know, what my goals are with this thing. I don't know what to expect. To be honest, I'm not exactly sure how this thing is going to do. like I said, I'm gonna let this thing surprise me. We're gonna tune this thing, we're gonna take it on the track, and we're just gonna send it and see what kind of luck we have with this setup in this chassis. So we did go and redo the fuel setup on this car. We put a FCS 3.5 gallon tank in there. We re-ran the lines. We put a -10 instead of a -8 feed. This thing did have a stock return, so we did put a -6 on it. We put these huge dual AEM pumps right in the exhaust tunnel. A really, really good place for it. They're nicely tucked away. Made a bracket for it, bolted them in. It looks really, really good. Now when you turn the ignition on, these pumps are loud. They're super loud and I love it. I love the sound of these pumps turning on because they mean business. That means lots of power. When you hear these fuel pumps come on, you know that something big is going down. So I do think it's safe to say that we're basically ready to go. All this thing needs is a tune. And then once the track is open, probably in about 2 weeks, we could hit the track with this thing and see what kind of numbers we can put down. Like I said, guys, I'm not putting no numbers out there. I'm not putting any goals out there. Let's see what this thing can do. I'm not even putting no hopes. I'm not putting my hopes up on this thing. I'm just curious to see with an extra 200 horsepower now on this chassis, what this thing can do. So that'll pretty much do it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I did want to make just a quick little update video on exactly what's been happening with the Integra. Like I said, we did the fuel setup. We put the swap in here. Just needs a tune and we're ready to go. So I suggest you guys hit that subscribe button if you guys want to see this thing in action on the track in about, I'd say 2 weeks. In a week or so, we're going to be tuning this thing. And then 1 week after that, we're going to be hitting the track. So if you guys are interested to see what this thing can do on the track, I suggest you guys hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos that I post on this thing. And that'll pretty much do it. Peace out, guys.